Hey guys, Zephyrnix here, and this one's a response to Mr. Nerd 567. Now, let's get an understanding. Right now, you're kind of in the same boat as Dr. Trey 81. Both of you are pretty much not worth my time. And don't get it all twisted. I'm not trying to say it in a mean way. I'm trying to say it pretty much, I'm being honest with you. Neither one of you are on my level. By on my level, of course, I'm referring to whether it be YouTube or other. Just be honest with you. Just being honest. Number two, even with, like, between the both of you, I'm not getting any extra views for this. So I'm literally wasting my own time. And three, I'm not getting subs from this. So I'm wasting my own time. So I'm literally giving you a gift. So whatever's whatever. So, and the fact that he did so much, he tried his hardest with his video, I figured I'd go ahead and actually make it a promotional video so you guys are more than able to go ahead and watch it. Now, long story short, he made a video copy of what I did and of one of my old videos against Trey, and he made comments on them. So I figured I told him basically, dude, your video you probably should take down. This is the dumbest video I've ever seen in my life. And okay, well, I figured I'd go ahead and respond, just trying to be nice, you know. Long story short, let's begin. So basically, in this particular part, in the first time, he said that when Trey said it took you only 2 weeks to do a video, decent video response, I said, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a person in society and having a job. So his response was, okay, Trey wasn't even, I'm sorry, let me maximize this here. He said, all right, Trey wasn't even talking about your job. He was talking about that you're so dumb that it took you 2 months to do a decent response. Dude, yes, it took me 2 months to do a response because I have a job. You know, your job kind of takes time from your actual playtime to the point where you can't really do video responses like that. Anyway, you know, I'm assuming I'm talking to a child. Now that I think about it, I'm probably talking to a child right now, so I'll try to be nice about it. Anyway, number two, you don't have, hold on. I actually don't do videos like this in front of my wife, so I make sure she's gone before I actually do this. Now, mind you, she's actually in the other room at this particular second, but in most cases, I try to wait till she's gone. That's kind of the reason why, if you guys will look at my page, you'll notice that I haven't done any video responses or anything like that, anything crazy like that on the weekends. I only do quick videos on the weekends for the most part. Number three, how does it take me 2 months to make a video response and his videos that he's saying respond to is not even 1 month old? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever's whatever. Number two, he says, now the second comment he said that I'm a ball of fail, bro. First off, you haven't said anything about his videos that prove that he doesn't have a job. Son, when you're seeing someone, and this guy can go ahead and make a video response literally in 1.5 an hour after you make your video, and is at multiple different times, that's usually a hint to it. Another hint, because you were talking about the one when I mentioned the talk shows, was the fact of the matter, this guy's, when I was talking about the talk shows, he was like, what time do talk shows come on, basically? I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. What time does talk shows come on? At night between 11 p.m. and in the morning at about 10 a.m. During usual times, the 10 a.m. is usually when people go to work. So that kind of gives a hint to. Not only that, but the man, like I said before, the man can make video responses like that from his house. How does one be able to do that if they have a job that requires them to leave the house? You know? Anyway, he said this. So he also said that it was in another part when we was talking about the whole MLD versus Shokyo debate thing, he said that it was suspicious that I was trying to stop the debate between Shokyo and MLD. A grown man like me shouldn't care if two people are debating, and me trying to stop the debate was a cover-up of the fact that I wanted beef. Okay, once again, it doesn't make any sense at all. Number one, why would it be suspicious that I was trying to stop it? Like, for someone who's talking about how I need to prove stuff, you just made a comment and left, like, no proof of what you're talking about. But whatever's whatever. Number two, a grown man like me shouldn't care if two people are debating, yet here you are caring about grown men debating. Now, mind you, that at the time I wrote this, I didn't realize until now that I'm probably talking to a child, or at least someone childlike. Yeah, I actually said that in here. I said, judging on the fact that all your videos are actually replies and they happen to be anime pictures of of all things to put. I'm assuming that you're not a grown man, and I was like, immediately I said, and please don't try to use the fact that I use 5-second clips of Yu Yu Hakusho, because, you know, your video is kind of bad enough. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you. That was another gift. Dude, don't let that go. I'm just trying to help you out. When I said, hold on. When I said, how is it that Dr. Trey subs do a better job at owning me, you know, when it was supposed to be his occupation, his response, I love this one. His response was, quote, he said, have you considered that Mabai? Oh, maybe. Oh, he misspelled maybe. He put Mabai. Some of his subs are smarter than him. Viewers aren't as dumb as people say. Subs. What the hell? Dude, you gotta learn how to spell. Anyway, he said that should be common sense. Long story short, Jude, that was actually the joke. You know, basically, yeah, his subs are smarter than him. That was the actual joke, dude. So long story short, you used common sense to find the answer, but you didn't use common sense to find the answer. Like, that was literally what you just did. Like, self-ownage in its own pure form right there, dude. Number one. I don't know where I'm at anymore in terms of numbers. He said, when Trey was trying to do that crazy stuff, when he was talking about how did you upload your video at 6 o'clock when if I uploaded my video at 6 o'clock and your video, remember he was going all crazy like that and was like, what the hell are you talking about? He says that I remember I showed a screenshot of my video of the time I did it, and he said that it was fake. There's no way it would take 6 hours to upload a 12-minute video. Now, actually, you're wrong. That depends on a lot of things. Number one, it depends on your video extension, because if you're using like an MPEG or a WMV, depending on which one you do, how long it actually takes. For some reason, I noticed that a WMV actually is easier to upload than that one. Please also note that if I remember correctly, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to go ahead and lead you wrong. You were talking about, that's it. Oh, yes, it was an HD file. So that also adds more time that was going to download. Aside from that, please note that I was doing a whole bunch of stuff while I was uploading the video, including torrenting and playing games online. But in terms of the video being fake, I'll be happy to go ahead and show you what we're talking about. Now, first of all, I hope you see it right here, and make sure you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead up here and click on video. Now, I'm going to scroll down here. Hopefully you can see it. And no wonder why this guy can't find a job is the video in question. If you see there, it says right there 1040, right? And make sure you can actually see the television. Yes, you can. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but it does say 1040 rather. So yes, it wasn't faked. Now, granted, yes, I could have faked that one if I really wanted to, but no, why would I actually fake it? It doesn't really make any sense to do it. I hope you guys can actually see that, but if you couldn't, I'm sorry. Anyway, so it says, he also said when Trey was talking about the lack of quality in my two videos. He responded by saying he was talking about your video quality, not your dining room. You actually missed the response, dude, because in the same video, you might want to actually watch the exact video that I'm responding to, your video, because I actually say in the video, obviously, because those two videos are the only videos I do, being sarcastic. That basically means that I actually have videos that I have a lot of videos that actually have quality videos on my channel. That was actually what my what I was talking about. Basically, long story short, let me say it again because I know I screwed up with that one. I wasn't talking, I was actually trying to say in a sarcastic way that I have plenty, like you can't judge my channel on those two videos alone in terms of, I don't know what I'm talking about in terms of quality because I got plenty of other quality videos. That one was done in a non-quality way simply because at the time my computer was down. Anyway, so which I believe I said in the actual video that he's actually referring to. Once again, omitting information. Also, since we're talking about omitting information, I just want to take this note to say, remember how I told you guys how I usually don't do these things in front of my wife? And these videos I actually didn't do in front of my wife. He actually said on that particular video there that Zephyrnix gets his wife to help him. Basically, it's like this, dude. If you have to now go ahead and make up stuff, you lost. Like, seriously, like, you're constantly proving me right. You probably should shut up. Anyway, so let's keep going. When Trey started talking about, oh, where we at here? Oh, then when Trey started talking about how half my videos, talking about how half of my videos, about how half of my videos, I don't understand my own writing here. Is that my video quality? Oh, he was talking about how in half of my video that I made on him, I was talking about how his video quality was crap and how half of my videos were using the microphone. The other guy responded with, how the hell, I'm sorry, what the flying fuck, he said. He didn't say, he said half your videos, not half of one video, and you're not going to have shit quality for 1 minute. Once again, dude, you gotta listen to your own video. Like, you literally played the entire video and then owned yourself by not listening to what you're replying to. He said, quote, half his video, my video, he was talking about how my video quality sucks. Your response to that was, he was not talking about one video. Yes, he was actually talking about one video. He said half his video, he was talking about how my quality sucks, which actually isn't right, but that's what he said. Listen to your own video, dude. Now, another one, he says this. We were talking about the Dave Chappelle thing. He said, if the joke went over his head, why would he call you Rick James, moron? God, I love this guy. This guy's like, he totally makes it so easy for me. Basically, long story short, if you actually look at the video that he's referring to, I said, if he calls me Rick James for some reason, I guess, so I guess he's darknesses rather. So then he said, quote, not quote actually, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said, what, you never seen the Dave Chappelle show? Well, yeah, if I called you darknesses, obviously I've seen the Dave Chappelle show. Seeing that darknesses only comes from that particular show. That was the part that went over his head. God, dude, you're really easy. I'm just saying. This is not even a challenge. Then when I made mention of damage control, his response to that was, yeah, your video was damage control, and since you know what it is, that proves that you were looking for beef. Explain something to me. How is it that if I know what damage control is, I'm looking for beef? So does that mean that if I know what a PlayStation 3 is, I'm working for Sony? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense. Long story short, though, let me explain to you what damage control is. Damage control is like is a containment or a neutralization, of problems or difficulties caused by an event, usually by modifying or trying to add to the comment that a person already said. That's what he was doing when he was adding all the extra stuff to the comment. I actually did not make I did not modify my comments or any kind of comment that I said earlier in any form of the entire video. So, long story short, dude, your entire video was a complete and utter fail. Literally. I literally smashed just, was it every point? I think it was every point that you actually made. All your strong points, at least. You did make a little snide comments there, but I can't fit them. Obviously, I'm probably running at 14 minutes by now. Long story short, dude, let me give you some advice. And I'll go ahead and let everyone see the video for themselves. I'll go ahead and send a link. If you guys want to sub to him, you're more than welcome to. But, dude, next time, make sure you got your entire information on point before you make a reply video. Because you really just kind of failed that video. You just really failed, dude. Nice try, though. I got to give you props for at least making the attempt, though. But seriously, no, seriously, I'm being honest with you. I do give you props for making the attempt, but long story short, though, but anyway, you're going to get views anyway. Enjoy the gift.